Good day, my name is Mr. Announcer, and it is now time for the Balcony Brotherhood to read and respond to your
You've got
email.
We're mass communicating.
Dropping the guys a quick note is the best way to interact with the show, and you can do so by sending all your emails to balconybrotherhood@gmail.com. While Confucius may be misquoted here, the quote is still valuable advice. The man who asks a stupid question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask a stupid question is a fool for life. Gentlemen, it is time to read your emails.
Thanks for downloading your November 9th email episode of the Balcony Brotherhood podcast. I'm your host, Tanner Blackheart, and I'd like to welcome a man who once turned a group chat into a philosophy course. The patron saint of posture and punchlines, Mr. Paul Drake. He doesn't just speak into the mic, he baptizes it. Step into the light, my brother, because the balcony is now yours.
number 1.
And this email reads, Dear Balcony, Paul, your solo episode about reliability was incredible. It hit me hard when you talked about men carrying the pressure that they can't always explain. I'm a father of 3, and sometimes that provider mode never shuts off. Thanks for giving it a voice. Signed, Eli from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Eli, I appreciate that more than you know. A lot of men feel that invisible weight, and you're right. It doesn't always have an off switch. But acknowledgement is the first step towards balance. Keep showing up for your family and yourself. Mr. Blackheart, what would you like to add?
Oh, Mr. Eli, that pressure that you're carrying, it's not just emotional, it's architectural. Men are expected to be the scaffolding, the steel frame, that silent support. And when the weight gets too heavy, we're told to man up instead of speaking up. But here's the truth. Silence doesn't make you strong. It actually makes you brittle. And truth be told, you're not alone in that grind. And naming it doesn't make you weak. It makes you dangerous to the system that wants you quiet.
Number 2.
This email reads, Dear gentlemen on the balcony, the recent discussion on what men can focus on during the fall months really got me thinking. I started organizing my garage and am reconnected with an old friend for a Sunday drive. It's small stuff, but it's helping me reset before the holidays. Thanks so much, Trent in Michigan. Well, that's exactly the spirit we're looking for, Trent. It's not about grand reinventions. It's about small, steady steps that give you structure to your time and clarity to your mind. Keep building on those habits. Mr. Blackheart, what do you want to add?
You know what, Trent? Organizing your garage and taking a drive, it's not small. That's tactical. Men don't need reinvention every season. We need rhythm. And we need spaces that aren't performative, where we can move, where we can breathe, where we can recalibrate. And that Sunday drive, that's a form of resistance against burnout. So keep doing that small stuff. This right here is how sanity is built.
Number 3.
And this email reads, Hey, Balcony Brothers. I appreciated your take on keeping discussions civil, especially after a tragic or divisive event. It's rare to hear that kind of balance these days. You prove disagreement doesn't have to mean disrespect. And that's signed Carson P. in Brunswick, Ohio. Well, Carson, thank you. Respectful disagreement is part of what makes brotherhood real. It's not about echoing each other. It's about understanding each other. Thanks for your email. Mr. Blackheart, what would you like to add?
Disagreement without disrespect isn't just rare. It's revolutionary. We live in a culture that monetizes outrage and punishes nuance. But brotherhood isn't built on echo chambers. It's built on friction, on challenge, and the ability to say, you know what, I hear you. Even though I don't agree with you, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you mean. I don't agree, but I understand you. That's not softness. That's strength with a spine.
Number 4.
This email says, Dear Balcony, the episode on men's isolation was powerful. I'm a 52-year-old widower, and a lot of what you said hit home. How easy it is to withdraw and call it independence. I've started joining a local cigar club once a week just to talk to people again, and it's really helping. Thank you very much. Larry in Des Moines, Iowa. Larry, that takes a lot of courage, real courage. Isolation creeps in quietly, but connection takes intention. Keep showing up for those moments of conversation. That's where the Brotherhood begins again. Mr. Blackheart, please add your thoughts here.
Widower at 52. That sentence right there, that carries more weight than most people can imagine. And calling isolation independence, that's a trap. It feels noble until it starts to rot. And joining a cigar club, that's not just social, that's surgical. You're cutting through the silence. And that's how men rebuild. Not with declarations, not with what you say you're going to do. You show up with your presence and you do what you're going to say.
Number 5.
This email reads, Hey Brotherhood. That episode about men feeling shame when relying on their partner financially really resonated. I lost my job last year and my wife carried us through. It took time to accept that support without feeling less than. Your words helped me realize that partnership means balance, not hierarchy. And that's signed Reggie in Atlanta. Reggie, thank you for your honesty. So many men struggle in silence with that same feeling. You're right. Partnership is mutual strength. The hardest part is learning to receive as freely as we give. Mr. Blackheart, what do you think about this?
Losing a job and being carried by your partner? Yeah, no. That's not failure. That's the test of the partnership that you built. But we all know that pride, hubris, and shame, they all have a way of rewriting the story and turning that support system that you have into weakness. But you, sir, Mr. Reggie, you flipped that narrative. You saw that balance isn't about who earns more. It's about who shows up when the others can't. Masculinity, that's the definition right there. It's not the paycheck, it's your presence.
It's time to embark on a journey of enlightenment with the founder of Turning Leaf Solutions, Mr. Will Becker. With a passion for personal growth and empowerment, Mr. Becker has dedicated his life to helping individuals navigate the complexities of self-improvement. His 2-minute book review, while brief, is meant to inspire, motivate, and empower you with a tool to unlock your fullest potential.
Thanks for joining us here on the balcony for my bi-weekly book review. This week's book is The 5,000-Year Leap by W. Cleon Skousen. Have you ever wondered why America became so successful so quickly? This book tries to answer the question by looking at the brilliant ideas of America's founding fathers. Skousen argues that human progress was incredibly slow for most of history. For 5,000 years, people lived under kings, dictators, and empires. Then suddenly, in just a few hundred years, America made a huge leap forward in freedom, prosperity, and human rights. According to Skousen, this happened because the founding fathers discovered and applied 28 important principles of government that had been forgotten or ignored throughout history. This book's main focus is showing how intelligent and well-educated the founding fathers really were. Men like George Washington, Jefferson, Franklin, Madison didn't just make up ideas as they went along. They spent years studying history, philosophy, government. They read about ancient Greece and Rome, studied the Bible, and learned from thinkers like John Locke and Montesquieu. Skousen emphasizes that the founders carefully thought about what makes government succeed or fail. They looked at why republics in the past had collapsed and tried to create systems that would avoid these same mistakes. They wanted to protect individual freedom while still having enough government to keep order and protect people's rights. The book explains several principles that the founders believed were essential. One major idea is that rights come from God, not from government. This means the government can't just take your rights away whenever it wants. Another important principle is the separation of powers, which means dividing government into 3 branches so no one person or group becomes too powerful. The founders also believed in limited government. They thought the government should only do certain specific jobs and leave most decisions to individuals, families, and local communities. They understood that too much government could destroy freedom, but too little government would lead to chaos. Skousen also discusses how the founders valued virtue and morality. They believe that freedom only works when people are responsible and honest. A free society needs citizens who can govern themselves, not people who need to be controlled by force. One strength of this book is that it makes you think about the careful planning that went into creating America. It's easy to take our freedoms for granted, but the founders worked incredibly hard to design a system that would protect liberty for future generations. However, the book has been criticized for being too one-sided. Some historians say Skousen oversimplifies complex history and ignores problems like slavery and the treatment of Native Americans. The founders weren't perfect people, and the Constitution had to be amended to extend rights to everyone. The 5,000-Year Leap is an interesting look at the ideas behind America's founding. Whether you agree with all of Skousen's conclusions or not, the book reminds us that the founding fathers were serious thinkers who tried to create something new in human history, a government based on freedom and the consent of the governed. Reading this book can help you appreciate the thought and effort that went into creating our system of government. It challenges us to understand these principles and think about how to preserve freedom for the future. Even if you disagree with some parts, it's worth reading to understand one perspective on what made America unique and why the founding fathers' ideas still matter today. Thanks for joining us here on The Balcony. And remember, books are the ultimate cheat code to life.
Happy birthday!
And it's time now for your celebrity birthday breakdown. Let's see who's getting older in Hollywood this week. We're going to start off with actor Lou Ferrigno, who played the Incredible Hulk. He is 74 years old. Saturday Night Live comedian Tracy Morgan is 57 years old. Actress Calissa Flockhart, who played on Ally McBeal, she is 61 years old. Actor Ryan Gosling is 45 years old this week. And finally, Brat Pack actress Demi Moore, 63 years old this week. And that's your celebrity birthday breakdown. For Tanner Blackheart, I'm Paul Drake. The balcony is now closed.
Thank you for downloading the Balcony Brotherhood podcast. The information shared by your hosts is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice. Opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of affiliates or any platform on which you get your pods. We encourage you to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional regarding any of the topics discussed on the show. While the gentlemen strive for accuracy, we cannot guarantee all information shared is current or complete. Remember, this podcast is meant to spark conversation and share ideas. Stay curious and always ask questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you do not miss an episode. Until next time, my name is Mr. Announcer, encouraging you to be the best person that you can be. Cheerio and Hakuna Matata.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.